In today's user research exercise, founders had an opportunity to test their understanding and assumptions about their customers by comparing real customers' responses to questions about their behaviors, beliefs, and preferences in the areas of their products with those of imaginary user archetypes. They could see how well their understanding aligns with that of the people they're really trying to sell it to. Good alignment means that we can make good product decisions by employing empathy in the design process.
I've been learning a lot about how maybe some things that are obvious to us aren't that obvious. And so I've been learning to really look at it in the perspective of somebody who wants the product, not somebody who is making the product. It kind of made us rethink a little bit more on our ideation, because maybe we need to change some things about our initial idea, making it so that we not only have a really good idea, but a really refined idea, and an idea that will go further than just this camp.
We've asked founders to put together lightweight MVPs. We just want to capture the potential customer's intent to purchase, to join, to sign up, whatever it might be, using a simple static web page, something that only takes an afternoon to put together. Capturing the intent of potential customers in this way allows us to validate core assumptions in their businesses.
The kind of takeaway that I got from what it is, it's some type of program in a way for people to be able to see how many people actually want that sort of product.
You see all the customers that you want without actually making a product. If you have a bunch of customers, then you can continue on with that idea. Whereas if there's no customers, then what's the point?
Storytelling plays a really important role in any business. You know, storytelling is a way that we are able to connect with the people that we're trying to reach. Through our stories, we create empathy. You know, we create connection points, and it's really an exercise for these students to begin to think about those things and to begin to define their story and figure out and shape their story such that it'll be able to connect with those people that they're trying to reach.
Storytelling is probably one of the more important things that in a business that you can really do, because it really brings out who you are. Here in Hawaii, we still have stories that still live on and that will always live on.
Nalukai, having the privilege of being on this beautiful hillside in Waimea, surrounded by, you know, Hualalai, Mauna Loa, and Mauna Kea right in front of us every day. Just getting a chance to interact with a bunch of the students, you can tell that it's making a really profound impact.
I've never felt so connected with the land and the Hawaiian culture before. I'm not even from Hawaii. The passion of all of the founders of the Hawaiian culture and language is so beautiful, and I can feel their passion, and I want to be passionate about it.
I always wanted to show how Mo'olelo's stories about what I've heard, and I've never really got the chance or the opportunity to do so. And after talking with Justin, he gave me that spark again.
A lot of the teams wanted to do online basic landing pages that captured users' interest in their products. Morgan, Dean, and I ran a workshop that provided the tools and kind of like a boilerplate to founders to accelerate them through the process of creating a free-to-use and easy-to-make landing page.
And so when we walked in there, Morgan and Nick sit down on the computer and they're like, you know what, we'll make a template. And so they whip it out in 2 minutes and they're like, it's up already. And I'm like, wow. And so I'm looking at them and I'm like, I want to do that.
Founders would then take this boilerplate and change up the images, the titles of the products, and a lot of the copy in order to make it better reflect their own startups. They're then going to take this MVP, launch it, and be able to track customer input, basically to see whether or not the product or the envisioned product that they're making is really something worth pursuing.
We shared what our MVPs were and what we were doing. So for our group, we were showcasing our website as well as the Instagram that we made.
Which we have, 51 natural followers already. So.
And then about 100 people went to our website itself.
For us personally, we were trying to launch our advertising campaign. Our platform takes listings from every website there is and really shows you the best deal that you can get. So what we were trying to see is, will people trust us in using our platform, and are people showing interest in our platform as a whole? What we have learned so far is that people are willing to use our site.
I think it's really surreal, because going from a school setting to an actual business setting is it's kind of like a kickstart to life.
So I am on the faculty of the Collective Training Institute. We have a 5-dimensional leadership model.
So you can either lead from the front or from the back or from the field or from the side. And there's really important distinctions between all of these types of fields of leadership. Everyone can be a leader, and not just like the people who are leading from the front, but everyone can really find their role in the team through a different leadership position.
As they're creating their programs or their projects, they get to apply to what is needed in our community or what is needed in our world that's going to make a difference. And when we live aligned with our purpose and our values, our sense of purpose, our values, and that we create from that people live a much more fulfilling, resonant life. I know it sounds big, but it's our youth that when they are living fulfilling lives and when they are responsible for creating their world and also privileged to create their world, that's what's going to create the shift. That's what's going to change our world. I believe that when I do this work, I'm really living with my purpose.
So Austin and I had a fantastic time working with the students to help them understand really the art and science of a pitch. Make sure they're telling us kind of what is the real problem they're solving, why does it matter, what is their solution, and who is their team, why are they the best team to solve this problem, and most importantly, what's their ask? You know, what's their call to action? And so this morning's session really allowed the students to understand how these elements come together in a visual way through a deck.
Hi, so we are BEST, and our motto is Learn, Connect, Succeed.
It kind of gave us a better sense of what we're trying to convey when we give our pitches tomorrow. Since we've gotten here, we've basically been building up to this moment. We all know our products and our companies better than anybody else. You have to believe in yourself in order for others to kind of follow your passion as well. They see passion. It's something you can just sense.
What the other programs don't do that Nalukai does is equip young people for life beyond the end of the camp. It teaches them the importance of collaboration, the importance of emotional intelligence, the importance of communication and teamwork. Qualities that are absolutely important for being successful and frankly living a meaningful life. And it's so wonderful to see a program that equally values the technical as well as the social and emotional. It's when these two things come together that you have magic. And Nalukai Startup Camp has been magic. This is the kind of program that every young person needs to experience. It's not optional skills they should be learning here. These are skills that every young person needs, and our society is going to be better for it. I think the way that they were able to create a business in 10 days, get up there and present it in a way that made it look like they'd spent a semester or two on it is because they could accelerate that process of work because they had the bonds. They had that core of empathy, inclusion, love, understanding, and with that, anything is possible.
Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped. It's a little surreal. I cannot believe I actually got accepted. That's one of the biggest, like, whoa. I'm learning a lot about myself. I know that all the facilitators that observed over the applications found something in each and one of us.
It feels super supportive. Like, I just feel like everyone really has my back and we're all here for a real purpose. Just something that I've kind of always searched for, like my people, and I finally found them. So it's really great.
Just so much going on. It's crazy. I don't know. I really love it and I don't want to leave. And I think we're all going to be 28 emotional crying people on the last day.
Oh, this camp is going better than I've ever expected it to be. It's going beyond what I could have imagined, and I feel good. I feel good about this camp, and I feel good for the next coming days to come, for sure.